let me start with my sister, Honorable Ruth. I agree with you 100%, Honorable Ruth, and thank you very much for those kind words. They are very scarce nowadays from people like you and my colleagues. So when I hear one, it's an outlier.
Honorable Ndindi. What do you mean? The political space has been taken over by opposition. Those united opposition, where you belong. So what do you mean? Are you not part of that team that is very vicious?
What I mean, Chair, is that when I'm doing these kind of things, I am happy Kenyans are very encouraging. I'm receiving very many messages of encouragement, but to hear some from my colleagues are very rare. And that's why I want to recognize Honorable Ruth for that. And also other members who have commended me privately, like Honorable Naisura.
Chairman, please don't burn our house. Honorable Ndindi, please don't burn our house. Don't burn our house.
Proceed. And I'll be replying to your message even later, Honorable Naisura. So the 147 shillings, I agree with you, Honorable Ruth. We need money for road maintenance, and the reason I say that, or in my submission, the budget is in threefold, almost equivalent. There is externally funded, we may not do there much, but there is a domestically funded budget for roads. We can cut off the 7, but then we put it through the other route. That's one. In terms of PDL, PDL is where the field stabilization money comes from. So we are still actually invoking it. Because if you look in my proposals, I have also proposing we get an extra 3.5 billion shillings to subsidize diesel further after these measures, so that diesel will be cheaper. So that is also in part of the proposal, but we can go further through your guidance. In terms of G2G, I may not answer here because it can be, but because you asked, if the chair permits, I can go ahead. G2G, I share your opinions that we should open up the field. G2G makes our fuel more expensive.
Honorable Ndindi,
yes.
I don't know whether I need to guide because your appearance with this committee is purely for the sake of looking at the revenue and expenditure side of the estimate. The policy issues to do with GTG, because those were policies that were taken elsewhere, in which this committee has actually no mandate. So I would like to urge you to just restrict your submissions and responses to the revenue and the expenditure aspects of your recommendations.
I'm guided, but it's only that it came up, but I'll shelve it to the right place.
I think I'll urge my sister Ruth to direct that question to the right section, right department, maybe Department of Energy, Committee of Energy. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. And before I go to the next one, thank you very much, Honorable Ruth. At least I know I have one supporter in the floor. Honorable Jamatia.
You are forgetting Naisura also.
Naisura is obvious. Honorable Jamatia, the solution that we are giving is surprising. As I have shared what I wanted to say, the jokes we used to have back then, because this is a very serious matter. We'll joke over the break time. In terms of Honorable Jamatia's question, pricing of fuel in Kenya is a component of majorly two things. One is the landing cost. The second is taxes and levies. And actually the third is margins, profit margins for importers and marketers. If you take in, for example, super, landing cost, we are talking about 117 shillings. Taxes and levies, 74 shillings. Margins is around 17 shillings. The other ones are small levies. Now, in an oil producing country, you can deal with two things. Some are talking about one is static. It's not. You can deal with the landing cost. We've if you are a non-oil producing country. And you can deal with the landing cost based on where are you sourcing the oil and which model are you using to source the oil. That is why if you look at the landing cost of the Kenyan field, it is higher than the other regional economies. So that's one. Because the way we are sourcing it makes our landing cost more expensive. The second thing is taxes and levies.
Yes, point of order by Honorable Jamatia.
We are Honorable Ndindi, we are here because of disruption caused by the war. And one of the biggest hindrance is insurance. So that is why, even if you want to deal with the landing, that one I'm okay. But the insurance on the shipping and the ship itself is what has caused this problem. So we are looking at, and look at the distance, and look at the situation that comes with it, so that we will look at the solution by not only looking at what we have, but also the worldview.
For that clarification, what I meant, Honorable, is that there is a lot we can do in terms of landing cost, sourcing cheaply. There is a lot we can do in terms of taxes and levies. And there is also definitely something we can do about lowering the margins of the people involved. However, on the insurance and disruption is already embedded in the current oil prices globally. It is already internalized. The reason why the barrel of oil has moved from $60 per barrel to closer to $100 per barrel is because of internalizing those disruptions and costs associated. That maybe ship somewhere may have to travel for a longer distance. That's already embedded. And that's why the prices of oil are higher. So these are not extra costs over and above the global oil prices. They are already embedded in the current oil prices as we see them. Honorable Aseka talked about levies in terms of electricity. I actually hope that was a joke, but what happens, Honorable Aseka, because you are my friend, there are shares you bought for Equity Bank when I was chairman of budget. You are never called when Equity Bank is increasing our interest rates for the loans we take. That is the nature of our stock market here in Kenya. That minority shareholders, you are spectators. I am neither a director nor nothing. And also I call upon all of us here as members of parliament, let's love our country. Instead of making money and hiding it in Dubai and other havens, let us invest in companies here in Kenya without hiding our identities at the nominee accounts. And I read that talk. We inspire our capital markets by showing Kenyans that we have faith in our country. We may not have faith in the government, but we cannot lose faith in our country.